it, boss chick. You wanna see me naked, you wanna see me naked, you wanna see me naked. Ass so big you cannot take it. You wanna see me naked, you wanna see me naked, you wanna see me naked. Ass so big you cannot take it. Drop it wrong. Big booty, big booty, big that big old booty, big booty, big booty, big. Drop it low. Big booty, big booty, big that big old booty, big booty, drop it low. Booty, big. You wanna see me naked, ass so big you cannot take it. When I step into the club, niggas paying me to shake it. I can't even lie. My ass so big it multiply. Made his ass come hard, got him feeling for the night. Pussy got him acting right. He got a big old appetite. He said that ass he changed his life. He gotta have another bite.
So who is Boss Chyc? For people who don't know.
Well, I'm an artist. I do music. I do R&B music. I do rap music. I also write my own songs. Boss Chyc, it stands for just having a mind of her own. I just believe in that. I don't follow behind nobody else. I do it because, I'm very creative in my work as far as like music and writing music and, pushing my music out. So I stand by Boss Chyc because it just basically creativity, a mind of my own. Like I have my own mind when it comes to making decisions with my music and with my craft.
So you just do music? That's it?
Yes, I do music and I write my own music.
Okay. At what age was you interested in doing music?
I was about 21 when I actually started like rapping and taking it seriously. I used to always write songs all the time, but I never actually put my music out there or never had the courage to actually sing as far as like R&B type music out. I always just sit back and write it because I was in church, so I was just doing gospel music, So I didn't know nothing about doing R&B, sexual music until I got up in the age, like around 21. And I started doing my singing first, and then I was told that, maybe I had to send it to rap because I talk fast, I'm a fast talker. So I never actually thought I actually had the type of talent to rap. I never actually thought I had it in me to rap. But actually I did my first song, and, I messed up a couple of times, and I kind of sounded a little mess when I actually started rapping. But as I got better, it started to grow on me, and it started to, get better and better as I started writing, actually becoming a lyricist.
Okay. So was you influenced by anybody before you started?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. My brothers was behind me. I had a lot of people, mostly dudes that was supporting me, that individual. My brothers, I had my boyfriend. I had a lot of people that believed in me because of who I was, and they was just like, well, you can do it. It was a surgeon at first, but I was like, but I don't think I can do this. I don't have a talent to do this. I mean, I know R&B was kind of easy and simple for me, but as I started rapping, it got hard because I had to actually put more into rapping than singing. So it was a more thing of rapping than just singing. And I'm so focused on making sure that when I do rap, I make sure that, I tell realistic stories because, I mean, it's hard writing something that you don't do or you don't live. I can't write stuff like that. So it got to be something that comes from my pain or my story or what I go through every day.
Okay. It seems like Texas is huge with artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's very, very big, especially with the rappers today. It's kind of crazy how you see more competition than you do actually, offering a showcase with us all coming together and just, blessing the stage or coming together just to make history or try to make, make the world a better place because, nowadays you have, killers and people out here that's actually hating envy you, but we all come together and see that, we all come together as Dallas on, all the artists come together, we can actually make a big thing, you know what I'm saying, because we all together instead of competing all the time, it's not really about that, so.
Have you dropped any mixtapes?
Only thing I have dropped so far was my single. I had a single called Boss Up, and I dropped that. I do have music out on every podcast video out there, so I have songs and stuff put out. My EP is actually about to drop in November, I don't have a set date yet, but I haven't dropped a full mixtape yet.
So what artists are you looking forward to working with?
Columbia. I want to do a song with JK, with Quick Profit.
Okay.
I want to do a song with UGQ, and that's a female artist, and then the Murder Mommies.
So how big is like the female rap scene out there?
How big is the female rap scene?
Yeah.
It's not that big. It's a few of us females that actually get out and work and put on for our city, for us. I know Chyc and them for Chicago, so they get out here and put on for Chicago, even though they stay in Dallas. So I know it's a couple female artists out here that actually working. And it's a lot of female artists I have seen that rap, but I ain't never seen them actually put the work in to be out here on the scene. So, it's a lot of females that I'm probably missing that I've never seen just be out here working. But the ones I have seen so far, it's a small circle, but, we all get together. We all spark fire from each other, because we all mess with each other.
Okay. So how did you hook up with Straight from the Hip?
Hook up who?
Straight from the Hip.
Shay Michelle?
Yeah.
I've been knowing her for a while, for a long time. I met her at this club called The Occasions the first time she was doing a competition. It was 12 75 days. They were doing a competition for like $100 for best single. And I would always come every Friday. Like the first time I went, I didn't win. I thought, I ain't get the search. I was like, she was like, well, you could have got it, you could have won. But she was giving me a couple pointers or whatever. So I came back 2 Fridays after that, and I won the competition. And ever since then, me and her have been connected. She always contact me, or I contact her if I have a show, and she always come because she like my music. She's a fan. So she like my music, and she like what I do. She believe in something that, she sees something in me that, she believe in what I can do. So,
All right, what's the difference between you and the female artists that's out there? What's the difference?
The difference is because, for one, I'm a very humble person, and I'm very confident when it comes to my music. And I'm not saying that no other female out there it is, but when it comes to me getting on stage, when I'm on stage, everything that's around me blocks out. And I just perform, and I give all I have. I give all I got because, this is what I want to do. When there's something that you want to do and your mind is made up already what you want to do, then can't nobody stop you. So my goal is, for me being a female artist out here, I'm different because I'm humble. I don't let nothing really just bother me when it comes. Even though there's a lot of negativity out here and it's very discouraging, I don't let it bother me. I try to let it bother me. I block everything out, and I focus on me. I'm very, very positive, and I'm very, very confident when it comes to my music. I can get out here all day long and spit bars just on the side of the street for money if I had to. Show people that I don't have nothing to prove when it comes to my craft. I don't got to prove nothing to nobody because I know I'm good through my music. And if you hear my music, then you'll know exactly why I do it. I do it for my kids and I do it for my family. So when I get out here, I don't play with the music. I do it for real. So, I'm different from other females because, I don't sound like, Trina. I don't sound like Kaya. I don't sound like the rapper that people already heard. I got my own style of rap.
Do you feel they put, like, they soul in their craft, or do they use their sexual advantage to get ahead in the game?
Some of them, to be honest, some of them do use sexual advantages, or some of them do, think it's okay or think it's cute to just flounce around to get ahead, But one thing I can say about me, I never had to do that. I never had to do that as far as like going around and flouncing around because, like I said, my name stands out. And I feel like if I go out here and make myself look bad, then I'm not really putting on for artists. I'm not putting on for people who I'm supposed to be doing. My goal is to put on for big women, to put on for the BBWs, for the, make females look good. Because when you out here in the music business, a lot of females can look good, and sound good as well, but they feel like they're not really confident, so they really just feel like, okay, the only thing to get her is sleep with this man or to seduce this man to get what I gotta get. But that's not the case because if you really believe in yourself, you ain't gotta sleep with nobody. You just gonna get out here and believe yourself. You're gonna do it. It's by faith. It's not by what you feel. It's about getting out here and being brave and getting out here and testing the waters. You ain't got to get out here and sleep with nobody to get ahead of the game because eventually it's going to come.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of BBW spinners out there that really got some shit, real heat.
Yes, I've heard a lot of them too. I've heard a lot of them. It made me feel good knowing that it ain't just me out here, that's, BBW and that's putting on for the city, because I have really encouraged a lot of big girls, and I'm really, really excited about that because a lot of girls that, I'm not saying I'm just like, a lot of, girls out here just big, but it's a lot of girls that, never had the chance to actually be confident or be who they want to be because of how they look or how their weight is, And for a while, it actually had to grow on me because I was like that. I had a lot of self-esteem issues with my weight and the way I looked, and I would never actually show my body or anything like that. But when it came to me rapping, my confidence came, so it was just like, what, it's natural to me. I'm a beautiful woman, I'm beautiful inside and out, and I know if I should broadcast myself out, then people are going to start noticing how beautiful I am. So I just started being comfortable and confident in the way I was dressing, the way I looked, and the way I weighed, my weight. So I get out here and I put on for the big girls, and a lot of big girls, be inspired by how I got out there and, I do my music, how I dance, the way I look, the way I was dressed. And I'm glad to inspire a lot of women like that because I let people understand that it ain't, get out here and be comfortable with yourself. Love yourself first because nobody else ain't going to love you. Love yourself.
That's true. Most definitely true. Yeah, I be seeing you putting it down. Like when I first saw you, I like, damn, she thick. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's what's up. But it seems like
it's been hard. Yeah.
It seems like where you at, nothing but thick girls out there though.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of thick girls, and most clubs I go to, there are a lot of thick girls in the club, and I perform, and a lot of them be dancing with me. They'll pull me to the side, dance with me on the side, or they're always like, you know what, you did that, you should have won that competition. I like that. And the fact that me get feedback from fans or people who actually see me perform, it made me feel good. It made me feel like I already won. So when it comes to competition and I don't win, I don't get discouraged or anything because the thing is, if I didn't win, I still won for fans. I got fans when I left out this club. People know who I am. If I go to any club, I get recognized. I get recognized when I go in the club. People know who I am. People know me. I'm actually the talk of the town. People know who I am. A lot of people, follow me every day from Facebook to Twitter to Live Me to all this type of stuff. And that's why I said I'm building my brand because a lot of people who actually be out here, it's like, you got to put in the work. Even if you go to a club and you don't compete or anything, still network. And that's the goal that I'm doing. I network, so.
So, do people mistake you as a model at times?
Yeah, when it comes to modeling, people do think I'm a model, but, I don't, people think I'm a model, but I do, do a model, some I feel like I do a photo shoot, or I modeled before, but I don't put myself as a model, though. But, I have modeled before.
I said, how often do you write?
I write mostly like every day I'm writing, or mostly the time that I really write the most is at nighttime. When you're in nighttime and you're just in the bed and you just have the mind and just actually sit around and think. That's like the most time I actually write. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning when I get up, I just start writing.
So, do you freestyle also, or you just
I don't freestyle. I basically, like I said, I mostly just write music, and I go for my writing. But I've tried to freestyle before, but I wouldn't broadcast myself as freestyling or try to even indulge in this type of category because it's something that I'm really kind of weak at. But when it comes to writing a verse or something like that, I can do that with my phone. I write through my phone or through a tablet.
Okay. So we gotta get to. We gotta get to the that song that you put out. The Big Booty.
Yes. The video does drop on the 15th of November.
15th of November, okay.
The official video. People seen a little promo clip, but that's not the whole video. The whole video actually drops on the 15th of November. And it's very, very interesting. You're going to like it. There's a lot of twerking and stuff going on in the video, of course. You can tell, But it's a lot of like models in the video as well. It's like plus size models. So
what was the concept of the song?
The song is basically, a lot of, the whole thing of the thing was, as far as, it's talking about butt. A lot of people are like, what, your butt too big, or you got a big old butt. So you're like, I always got called, big booty. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a song about it, my jeans on, or I'll put on my outfit. A lot of dudes, I walk around, people look all the time and like, hey, your thighs is nice, or your butt big, or whatever like that. They'll look at it, So the whole idea was the video was to express how niggas will do anything to get a piece of ass, do anything. They'll pay with your credit card. They'll buy your hotel room. They'll buy your whole meal just to try to get to your pants, to get what's in them pants. They want to see if the booty real or not. If it's a booty pad or if it's real. So the whole concept of the booty song is to show people that if you're a big booty girl, show it off. Dance, twerk to it. Get down with it. Don't be scared because your booty big. Because I'm telling you, a lot of niggas looking at it. They looking at it. This is the concept.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the homeboy swipe the card on your ass.
Yeah, my one of my homegirls, she had the credit card, and I was there. She swiped the credit card. I was like, what's the meaning of that? I was like, well, people will pay. They ain't got no cash. If you go to the strip club and you don't got no cash, a dude's gonna be looking so hard. They might be like, what, I'm buy you a drink. They put up their credit card. I'm buy you a drink. Ching. I'm trying to take you out to eat. Buy a credit card. Let me take you to a hotel. You know what? Forget it. You got my whole credit card. You got a whole card, go shopping. Niggas do something like this. This for some ass, It's crazy, but they do that. So that's the whole concept with doing Big Booty Bitch, like,
Hey, you got some real power in the ass. You got do spend use the whole credit card and shit.
You do. It's crazy, but some actually do that. I know one time, my dude had asked me, he asked me out. He was like, have you ever had, he asked me some questions like, have you ever had your butt ache before? I was like, I don't never ever expect to do that, but what was the question of that? They was like, well, I just want to know because, I does it and I don't mind pleasing my woman any type of way. And like that, I'm like, okay. It was like, well, don't you get to eat or something one day? I said, okay, cool. We go out to eat. And I said, well, you paying, the label, you paying cash or credit card? He was like, I ain't got no cash. I pay my credit card, So I was like, oh, hey, damn. Well, he'll do his thing for some ass. But unfortunately, he didn't get no ass. Like, he was really mad because he was like, well, I paid like $50-something, for a meal, plus the drink and everything. And you mean to tell me that you don't want to do nothing? I'm like, no. Sorry. Take it to the house and you can go ahead and go home. That's what you can do. So the song was just like, the song, it fit perfect with it. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to make a song about this because I think it's so funny.
So have you ever thought about making like an anthem for the big girls?
I have thought about doing it before. I have, and I also thought about start my own clothing brand for big women, for big girls. I want to start putting together like a little model type of thing, like a little, model type of like dance group thing to where the girls are always with me, we go on stage or whatever, they always behind me dancing and they modeling, showing off their thickness, Yeah. And wear my brand. That's gonna also sell my brand because the brand, like I said, it is for big women, but of course I'm gonna have some for the for the little women too as well. Just like a rocket, it's the brand. It's not like a certain type of crowd that gotta fit it. Everybody can wear it, even men. It's just gonna be a brand to show off that our big women are beautiful. No matter how big they are. We got a big heart, we got a big soul, we love hard, and we ain't, even though we're big, we're not big like out of shape big. We figured, we figure women, and we have the right type of thickness in the right ways to where, a lot of women that's out here right now, we're pushing them out the way because we just really taking over. It's tick season, it's cold, so it's tick season right now.
To me, I only use the winter as thick season. To me, it's all year round, even in the summer. You got AC for. You got
Yes,
AC
that's
for
true. That's true.
that. Yeah. Word. People forget about the AC.
Yes.
But yeah, you start your brand. I got a platform for the BBW, so.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I haven't really I don't really know a lot of people or a lot of women that's actually BBWs that be interested, but I'm going to make an announcement pretty soon because I do want to start it off for the new year. Is having a couple of even if it's just 2 or 3, I just want to have a couple of BBWs with me, when I go out to do songs or whatever, because most of the songs that I do, a lot of girls are really comfortable, especially, I get on stage, I see a lot of people mean mugging me. Some girls mean mugging me. Some girls look crazy or like they don't know what I'm talking about or whatever, but a lot of crowd, the whole crowd basically rocks with us. It'll be 1 or 2 out of the crowd that hate, So if they see a lot of big girls with me, it'll make a lot of girls more comfortable, with me. Because the thing is, when I get on stage, I represent women, period. Film Steve's period. So I put on for women, period. We all together. We all women got to sit together and be strong for one another. Especially mothers. We have kids. We got stress marks. We got this going on with our body. So I get up there and represent and let people know it's okay to be comfortable with who you are because for a reason why this is going on with your body. You know what's going on with your body. You had kids and you went through this. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of showing it off. Because somebody, it don't matter who it is, somebody is going to accept you for who you are and going to love you for who you are. Don't let people damage you because of the way you think you look. Get out here and be comfortable.
That's true.
And that's what I've been doing for the last couple of years. I've been comfortable for who I am.
That's true. And you start your brand. You got Chyc Bella. She do the modeling thing.
Oh yeah, I did. I just forgot her. She do that. I forgot about that. I know she do her own thing too, but I definitely reach out to Chyc Bella. Definitely. But if you know some girls that you work with that's BBWs and that is interested, because I don't know a lot of models that but if you know somebody, send them my way, and definitely send them my way.
Yeah, no doubt, most definitely. So, 5 years in the music business, where do you see yourself?
I see myself being an entrepreneur. Basically, do my own, as far as hosting my own type of showcase. I want to do a showcase to where no artist has to pay anything. It's a lot of showcases out here that they're making artists pay for performing. They're making us pay for a lot of things that we should not be paying for. I feel like that even though we're local, don't treat us as local. Treat us as stars because, like Lil Beezy, he was local, but he made it, and he's up, So it's like don't treat nobody like we just, like how we look, how we feel, because we already local as it is. So I want to put it on for the D and do a showcase to where artists ain't got to pay for anything. They just get it for free, perform for free, and at the end of the night they win prizes and gifts, even if it's money or gift cards, they get something out of the deal. They feel like celebrities. Now, the people who come with the artists, like fans and all that, of course they got to pay. But when it comes to artists, I don't think it's fair for us to pay anything. We're artists. We showing our talent off. It costs to show our talent off. We are really talented out here. We really out here doing studio time, putting in the work, paying for our things, investing in ourselves. Why are we paying for performing? I don't think it's cool, but a lot of people, it's cool to pay for certain shows and certain slots, things like that. But when it comes to paying for something and you're not making no money out of it, I don't think it's fair. Now, if you're gonna charge the artist, make sure that the artist making some money out of it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Don't let the artists do it out. We got kids, we got families to take care of. We going home to our kids empty-handed every night because we're paying for slots and showcases. We just not making the some money. That's why I'm kind of stepping back a little bit from that. I'll perform, but only if it's beneficial. Like if it's a beneficial program or if it's like helping as far as like feeding the homeless, and I'm out here putting a show on for the homeless people or putting on we out here giving out free turkeys or free Thanksgiving food and I'm performing. I'll do something like that. But when it comes to performing and I'm not getting anything as far as I'm not making anything out of the night as far as money or anything, then I'm not doing it because I feel like it's not fair for me to do that. I could be doing something else with my money. I could do studio time and do other stuff. This stuff that we're doing is not cheap. EP album covers, studio time, all that type of stuff. That stuff is not, it's not, cheap. It's expensive. They gotta pay for all that stuff. So that's just what I feel. But I just see myself being, entrepreneur, have do my own little showcase. Hopefully by then I'll be already, where Yellow Bees is right now. That's the goal, and I'm reaching. There's somebody else should discover me by that time. I do want to be better in my music, and be better in my craft, and I do want to work with other people. That's why I really don't really charge for features. I just work with them because, I'm putting on for the D. I'm showing love. Like, I'm not even hot yet, so I don't want to be like $100 for a feature. It's not. I mean, you can give what you want to give, but I don't feel like it's me sort of $100 or $150 for a feature, and I'm not really just hot yet, So it's about networking to me.
So is there any like showcases where it's all female artists?
Yeah, they have I know Blue to Blue always have a thing where he always have a female showcase. And he always put them together every once in a while. Like he'll do them like probably every you'll see one every once in a while. I think he got one coming up next month. Matter of fact, a Film C showcase. So he be doing that lately, and I do that. If he asks me to perform or whatever, I can perform and all that because it's free. Ladies get in for free. We ain't gotta pay to get in, and we're performing. We have a whole minute set. It's a concert. So I love that. I love that about the showcase because it's not no pay for a slot type thing.
Okay.
You putting on for females. So
I saw that you did your thing with Truth for the Booth. How did you get connected with that?
Truth in the Booth. I went there one Sunday. Well, I support Madam Mama regardless. When she has something going on, I try to come support. Like Raising the Stage, I went to that and I won that. But Raising the Stage, I did that because, I wasn't trying to compete. It was just a performance, but, instantly I won. But Truth in the Booth, I went one time. I really don't like competing, period. So I barely even go to Truth in the Booth or anything like that because of the competition. I mean, it's not for competition. But I did try to go one day and do a 16. I like it because it's educational and it kind of helps you to keep your flow steady, and it kind of, it's basically a challenge for you to be able to see what you got, what you really have outside of doing music as far as writing music and things like that. So it's real educatable and learnable. So I like going to Truth in the Booth every once in a while, sitting the 16 or, get in a booth or whatever and see what I can do as far as, my wordplay.
The rap game right now, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's a lot of competition. It's a lot of hate. It's not enough support. Being a rapper, especially a female rapper, it's not enough support. You have a lot of dudes that come out and support one another, but when it's a female, you don't really see nobody come out for a female. So it's like they're sleeping on these females a little bit too much, and I really wish they give us a chance to be able to put on because a lot of us females really are here working, and we really got something that could be able to inspire, a lot of people. So I mean, I just feel like that we all should come together as as one as far as our city, and whether it's Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, wherever city we're from, come together. All the rappers come together and just do one cypher or one mixtape or put on for the whole city, and make us all look good instead of just trying to compete with each other.
So if you had the opportunity to change anything that in the rap game, whether it's lyrics, the labels, or anything, what would it be?
I mean, what I would change, like I said, artists have to pay for slots and, have to pay for performing. If it's anything we could pay to get in the club, perform for free. But I don't feel like we should pay to perform my talent.
For the people that's out there, why should they listen to Boss Chyc?
Because, like I said, I'm very inspiring. I'm encouraging. Some of my lyrics might not, be, for everybody. Everybody got music for everybody. Some people might not like my music. Some people might do. It all depends on, who the person is, what they go through, what type of music they like. People ain't gonna like everything. But I feel like that actually give me a chance to listen to my music because my music, I don't sound like everybody. I'm different from everybody else. I got my own style of rapping, my own music. My music is actually my story. So I feel like you should listen to what I go through so you can be able to prevent. If you're going through anything, you know how to overcome it. If it relates to you, or if you got an issue or problem, maybe it's something in my words to be able to encourage you to not do that or to be better. So I feel like that my music is inspiring because it's based on real life. It's my story.
Okay. So how could people get in contact with you?
They can actually find me on Facebook. And just type in, about Chyc, BLSSCHYC. That's my music page. Or I could just go to Google and just type me in, and everything pops up there. My Instagram, Facebook, my music, my YouTube channel, everything. So if you just put in BOSSCHYC, everything's pop up.
Okay. Any shout-outs?
Yes, I do want to shout out to all the FMC artists out there, and the one that's nominated, for I Can Make This Up Radio. Everybody out here doing that thing, my family, my kids, everybody that support me, and they've been, sharing my videos, my pages, everything, I shout out to everybody, they've been out here supporting me and looking on me, giving me a chance. I appreciate everybody, and all the big women, y'all keep y'all self-esteem up, keep your head up, and y'all keep rocking it.
Let me see it, boss chick. You wanna see me naked, you wanna see me naked, you wanna see me naked, ass so big you cannot take it. You wanna see me naked, you wanna see me naked, you wanna see me naked, ass so big you cannot take it.